Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
You can never stop me. This is what I'm made of. I will never let go. This is what I'm made of. No one can control me, 'cause this is what I'm made of. You can never break me. This is what I'm made of. You can try but you won't stop me. This is what I'm made of. I will never let go. This is what I'm made of. No one can control me. This is what I'm made of. You can make but never break me. This is what I'm made of.
You might not ever just stand there looking at it. I mean, you may never even sit in the back seat. That'd be a shame.
In the still before the dawn, while others rest, your day begins. You stand poised. You are ready, anticipating the opportunity. When everything comes together, you seize the day ahead. It's on these empty streets that you find your sense of place, your space to think and just be. These times stir your soul. These moments you live for. Delivered by something so rare. Rare and meant to be. The Jaguar XJ.
already know your favorite BMW model and you want it to be individualized? That's the idea behind BMW Individual, supporting you to make your BMW a one-of-a-kind. Let's see how it works. When it comes to the possibilities of the individualization of your BMW, there are hardly any limits. We're focusing on paint finishes, leather upholstery, and interior trims. However, there are several other options to individualize. Now let's have a look at an example of how you can individualize your BMW. For its 25th anniversary celebration, BMW Individual created a unique model, the BMW Individual M760Li, inspired by Nauter's Swan, one of the most iconic sailing boat yards of the world. On the exterior of this BMW 7 Series, BMW Individual changed, compared to the rest, the paint finish, making a striking first impression. Here, the BMW Individual special paint finish in noble damask red metallic is an eye-catcher. BMW Individual awaits you with more than 100 exclusive paint finishes in the finest shades and colors you can choose from. The pigments and color structures of the collection create a unique sparkling or matte look. Choose your preference or even come up with your own idea. If desired, just put the BMW Individual or any personalized lettering or statement on the rear trim. This feature represents the highest state of design and, of course, your state of mind. There are many possibilities to choose the perfect rims from the Individual collection. Here, even the brake calipers are individualized, in the body color, with the company logo. Not for sale, exclusively made for this car. Some examples of what BMW Individual can do with the interior. First, feel welcomed by your special entry sill. You can personalize it with lettering or even illumination. Here it is individualized with the company logo. For this one-of-a-kind show car, the cooperating partner, Nauter's Swan, produced some handcrafted elements at their workshop in Western Finland. These include teak panels with joints filled precisely with a fine layer of rubber, comparable to a luxurious yacht deck. Also not for sale, exclusively made for this car. The leather interior. With handcrafted fine-grain merino leather, the finest leather you can get from BMW. Choose from different colors. For noble completion, you can request custom stitching, or like here, embroidered logos on the headrests. Hand-woven piping and contrast stitching, matching the paint finish. The bicolor leather selection, or just as a visual contrast. Feel free to choose your favorite out of different variations. With the BMW Individual M760Li inspired by Nauter's Swan, BMW Individual even extended the full leather interior with further handcrafted parts in leather, like the seating blinds, A and B pillar, door entry, dashboard side covers, and the board documentation case in fine-grain merino leather. Match your vehicle's headliner to the rest of the car, like here for example in Alcantara Smoke White. There are many options when it comes to the interior trim. You can choose from plenty of fine wood trims, piano finish black, or even come up with your own extravagant ideas. Our designers and exclusive customer advisory will support you in finding your perfect individualization. From the selection of materials and the style of individual craftsmanship applied to them, to design elements created specially for you. Every component item undergoes numerous handmade process steps, all with one aim: to combine perfect details into a BMW that reflects your individual character.
Some years ago, we did a creative workshop in Paris. I could afterwards define what this car should be in my eyes. Paris is one of the most advanced and prestigious cities in the world, and it has a lot of history. Prestige, luxury, history. This car should have all of it. My name is Maximilian Nauka. I'm an interior designer at Audi. When talking about the interior design of the current A8, prestige was the basis of developing the car. How did we achieve this? First of all is creating width, because width is for us the definition of luxury in a car. Then, of course, the black panel architecture, which integrates seamlessly the screens in the dashboard and in the center console. As a design team, we said, okay, craftsmanship, this is what the Audi customer knows and what he expects. It's super nice leather, authentic wood, and stitches that are like perfectly made. And we were like, okay, this craftsmanship, we want to transfer into the digital world. On any screen, which you can see in the car, on any graphics, there was a person sitting and defining it and sketching it and looking after that we get this high-end, high-definition graphics. Overall, if we include the screens in the back, 6 screens into the car, they should not look like screens put somewhere on. They had to be integrated seamlessly, giving a perfect ergonomics to the customer, because the screens are coming closer to the driver and the passenger and they're easier to reach. This car should have something which no other Audi is going to have. And I think this is exactly what we made with the vans. They are just coming out when you need them. Even the movement itself, it's the best in technology you can get. The back of the car, it's equivalent to the front row, because we interpreted the design of the front center consoles. So you have your S-Con, which is like a piece you can just take off, and you can control everything. It's the screens, it's the sunshades, the seat heating, the cooling, the massages. The massage, by the way, is awesome. The matrix reading light. So this was a nice transfer from the technique we get from the exterior, because the headlights have this matrix light, so this is pretty unique. And it has to be really spacious. I really just invite you, get into the car, sit down in the back and just enjoy it. It's amazing. Since the beginning, we had the aim to create one interior and one room you really feel, no matter where you're sitting in, you feel, wow, this is a luxury car. It's defining the DNA of Audi every time a new A8 is coming onto the market. We have to shift it into this digital environment we are now living in. And this car should not just match, it should define. It's always cool to make a big step. This car is not an evolution, it's a revolution.
In 2017, curators at Bentley Motors embarked upon an extraordinary project. Waiting deep in the archives lay a precious piece of Bentley heritage, unseen and undisturbed for over a generation, something carefully conserved. In 1930, W.O. Bentley's ultimate expression of automotive engineering first took to the roads. Considered his finest Grand Tourer, the Bentley 8-litre. This triumph of engineering was also a celebration of craftsmanship, coach-built by H.J. Mulliner. As we enter our 100th year, we pay homage to our founder and to this exceptional car with the Mulsanne WO Edition by Mulliner. Our craftspeople have embodied the true spirit of the Bentley 8-litre within the world's ultimate handcrafted luxury car. Inspired by Bentley's legacy, showcased by Mulliner, and numbering just 100. At the heart of this tribute, a trophy sourced from the very 8-litre driven and loved by W.O. Bentley himself that makes this Mulsanne especially unique. The 8-litre's original crankshaft has been expertly divided into 100 individual pieces and preserved within a bespoke Mulliner cocktail cabinet. An exquisite piece of Bentley history, taken from one of our most revered automobiles and now embodied in a worthy successor. The Mulsanne WO Edition by Mulliner.
Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.